whatever choice you make today.
Well, thanks for checking out the web show for the 26th of February 2009, and it's on the Gold Coast, a quick drive north to Sanctuary Cove with my mate Rudy to film at the Swimwear Fashion Week, which is happening at the beautiful Sanctuary Cove, of course the Hyatt Resort there around the water. It's just a perfect little area where people are showing all the different fashions, the little huts there from different designers over the 4 days, of course the bar where all the crew can mingle afterwards and beforehand, I guess, and then it's about the fashion, the swimwear that you get to see and the models. And it was great being out there, particularly running into someone, one of the most important people in Australian fashion, to film a quick chat for the web show. Here's Simon Locke, the man behind the plan here. How are you?
Good, man. I'm really well. Having a good time at Swim Fashion Week.
I've only just got here, so I'm looking forward to seeing some of the models, and then yes, I will be having a good time.
Good.
Mate, your story in getting involved in these kind of events, how did it all come around for you?
Well, I guess the journey in creating Fashion Weeks for me started about, 20 years ago, when I saw the opportunity to establish what was then the fifth stop on the International Fashion Week circuit. London, Paris, Milan and New York had been going, and I saw an opportunity to establish a Fashion Week here in Australia, and we created what's now Rosemountain Australian Fashion Week, and that's been going for the last 14 years and, grown hopefully and helped the career of a lot of designers, Australian designers overseas. And then last year we saw an opportunity to sort of take that idea and apply it to the swimwear industry here in Australia, and that was the creation of Swim Fashion Week, and here we are.
I can imagine there'd be a million amazing stories, but if you could name like a couple of your top moments, what do you reckon it'd be for you, like an absolute highlight of creating something like that for you?
Oh look, I think at the end of the day the highlights are seeing incredible new exciting designers walk out on the catwalk and just everyone to be blown away. I mean, we've seen it with people like Akira Izugawa when he first came to us at Australian Fashion Week, and then he walked out and the whole place just fell apart and said, a star is born. and I guess it's those sort of moments, and that's what we're looking for here at Swim Fashion Week, to see who's going to be the new rising star born in the swimwear industry. And I think they're the special moments for me, definitely.
Yeah, so great fun catching up with Simon for a quick chat, and before everyone made their way inside for the show, I ran into former Miss Indy Gold Coast girl Kate Hockley. Kate Hockley, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
You're a big fan of swimwear fashion, I imagine that you are?
I am. Actually, it's great to be here supporting the local fashion as well. WhiteSands are the people that we're actually going to go in and see showing shortly, so looking forward to it.
Do you have like a favourite pair of swimmers that you hold on to, or are you the kind of girl that always changes for new and updated ones?
I'm a bit erratic, so I tend to buy seasonally and probably wear once or twice and then move on to the next pair, so a bit shameful really.
Now, what's been happening with you? I know you won Miss India a few years ago and you keep winning all these things around town, so give us the update. What's been happening?
I'm actually moving away from pageants. I feel like I've sort of done my dash there and trying to legitimise myself a bit more with commercial work. So yeah, just getting a bit of work domestically and a couple of international assignments, and I don't really know where I'm planning on going, but I'm enjoying the adventure and the process.
Now, I never know what to believe when you look online, but is it true you might be heading to New Zealand and competing in the Miss New Zealand to become maybe Miss Universe? Is that something that could be happening?
Rumours are rife. I'm considering it. I'm actually heading back to New Zealand to launch a TV show I did last December called Girl Races, and while I'm there I'm considering potentially meeting with sponsors, but at this stage it's very much up in the air.
So I love asking people if they could live the ultimate dream, what it would be. So what would it be for you if you think about the ultimate dream for you? What would you love to do?
Oh, I'm a bit of a cultural fanatic, so I'd probably want to go and become a recluse somewhere, like, I don't know, I just went to India for a month, loved it, just go and, I don't know, completely lose myself somewhere.
What was that like over there?
Definitely an experience, very enlightening. These people live basically through spirituality and they're very accepting of their place in life. It's the most filthy, ridiculous place I've ever been, but it was so beautiful at the same time. Cool,
well, great to chat with you tonight, and yeah, enjoy it.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, so Kate's a very cool girl, and after that I made my way inside. I hadn't been to a fashion show for years, so it was pretty fun being there. The excitement, people sitting around the stage. There's Tanya Zayada and Rudy, the big fella, ready to watch the action. All the crew, the media from around the world, I guess, and then it was all systems go for WhiteSands, the label, and here's a little sneak peek of their fashion show. There's some of the action that happened on stage, and afterwards I grabbed one of the models and had a chat. Here's Julia. Julia, how are you?
Good.
You were just in the show then. How did you find being up there on stage? Are you nervous?
I loved it.
Really?
Yeah.
How long have you been modelling for?
A year and a half.
What's the highlight for you then of your career so far? Have you been on any trips around the world or anything?
Oh, I'm leaving tomorrow.
Yeah, where to?
China.
Okay. That's exciting. First time?
No, I go every year, so.
Okay. Well, I make a show about people chasing dreams, so I guess has modelling always been part of your dream, or if not, what is the ultimate for you?
I want to be a producer. You hear that?
What, at films?
Yeah, because I have relatives in China. They're producers, and yeah, that's what I want to do.
Good for you. So how are you going to go about that? Are you studying for it, or are you just going to get hands-on?
Double Bachelor of Business and Television.
Wow.
And yeah, get some experience in the industry.
All right. So tell us about tonight then. You're just up there on stage. What goes through your mind when you're about to head out there, or like you said, you just enjoy it?
Oh, too much goes on your head. You're like, oh, how do I look? How am I going to walk? And then you just go out and you just nail it. Have fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You don't mind the swimwear thing? You're never thinking, geez, these are a bit tight or anything like that? Or does the gym always pay off?
Yeah, I've been gymming it a lot this week, but I didn't have swimwear, so yeah.
Okay, good for you. Well, nice to chat with you, and all the best with the producing. Maybe a feature film someday.
Yep, definitely. Watch out
for
me.
Yeah, so good fun catching up with Julia there after a performance on the stage, and there she is strutting her stuff. But it was time to meet the star of the night, the designer of WhiteSands, Leah Madden. And here's a little quick chat with her on the web show. How do you feel after a night like that?
Oh, I feel fantastic. Everything was fantastic. I'm really, really happy. I think everything went very well, no problems, everything looked great.
Well, I make a show all about stories, so how did you get involved in fashion? How come? When did the passion start for you with fashion?
Always. Ever since I was a little tiny child, and I was one of those awful kids who wanted to wear what they want to wear, you know, like 3-year-olds who want to wear like purple pants and a red top. I was one of them.
And so based up where though? In Queensland always?
I grew up in Queensland, and then I moved to Sydney for 10 years, and now I'm back again. I'm living back here and I love it.
I'll make sure it's where people chase dreams, talking about dreams, so what would be the ultimate for you if you could live it?
I am.
Good for you.
No, really I am. I love everything I'm doing. I love my life. I sound like I'm bragging, but I love my life. I have great friends, I have great family, I have perfect children, and my business is going well. I'm really happy. I'm doing everything I want to do.
Good for you. So tell us about how much work goes into a night like tonight. I mean, it didn't last long on stage, 15 minutes or something, but how much work?
12 months.
Wow.
12 full months, yeah. I have someone in production, a production manager, and she has been working for more than 12 months doing her side of it, and then of course I've been doing my side of it, and then IMG does an enormous amount to get the show running, and of course I have my lovely agent, Rachel, who does the selling. So it's enormous. It is enormous. And my models, I had 16 models, and they each have their own dresser. And then there's about the same amount again in hair, same amount again in makeup. There are just literally hundreds of people backstage just getting everything done. And yeah, it's enormous, beyond enormous.
Oh, good for you.
And there are so many mistakes, you know, like with prints and so forth. So prints come back and they're wrong, you got to try it again. And then they're wrong, and then you try it again. And sometimes they come back wrong and you love them. And you go, oh, that's better than what I wanted.
The accident.
Yeah.
Well, great to talk to you, and all the best with it.
Thank you so much.